Good morning, everybody. This morning we're back over here where we're hunting for the electric conduit. He got all that pulled out, and moved. So now he's ready for me to backfill it. He's been ready, but it's been so muddy, and so I'm actually betting it's dried out good. But I'm betting when we start moving that around, it's going to be damp underneath. So we'll get filling that in, and being this isn't going to be a whole lot of video, we'll tell some stories. Why not? Get my thumb out of the way. Alright, let's see how damp these are inside. Ooh, they're compacted. Did all this stuff before the big storm. So they were wet. Wow. That stuff is set up and still a little on the wet side. I believe pulling that in with the bucket is going to be a little more effective, because that's taken an awful lot of effort to. Let's see. He did not buck that off. That is in my way. Oh, I'm sorry. He did. Just didn't cut it all the way through. There, kinda. Get this out of my way. That is definitely poorly bucked. Alright, let's keep the sun door back so maybe you guys can actually see something. Let's use the bucket. Much better. Yeah, I'll get this pulled in, then I'll run a track over it and kind of compact it into the trench. And this stuff is terrible. Have to run over it with the track just to bust the clumps up. Get his power line buried. Something to run out on. So, story time. The week before last, my dad, those of you that don't know, my dad's got Parkinson's and is getting fairly advanced Parkinson's. And he loves to fish. The last time we had gone fishing, we were, it was, I believe 2019 was the last time we went fishing. So I decided, I've tried to take him a few times and he's always kind of shied away from it and not gone. So I decided he's going. So I was good, took the boat, started the motor, checked everything out so that we didn't get to the lake and have a problem. Put the motor in forward and reverse, and seemed to work. So we get to the lake, put the boat in the water, that all went smooth. And then I started the motor. Started easily. And then, oh, what? Got boards in there. Indecisions. So I got the boat in the water, started it. As soon as I started it, we started going backwards. And I was going places I didn't want to be going. So shut the motor off. Excuse me. And kind of regrouped for a minute. And I even shoved the shifter forward. The throttle and the shifter are on the same lever. So tried to shift it into forward, rev the motor up. Well, I just went backwards faster. So to get Dad fishing, I just went backwards all the way to our fishing spot. This is my thing. I always try to run a track right over the trench. It doesn't give phenomenal compaction, but it's better than doing nothing. So we get to our fishing spot and I pull the cover off the motor and the linkage had popped off the shifter mechanism. So I got the mechanism back on the shifter. Went to shift it out of reverse and it just popped right back off. So we were stuck in reverse. So I was worried about the fact of maybe it wouldn't start working at all. So I decided to use our electric trolling motor. Got it all set up. Pushed on the pedal. It didn't work at all. So we did do well fishing. Dad caught some very nice fish. And then it was time to dock. And for somebody that doesn't drive a boat very often, docking a boat in reverse can be a little challenging. So we got it. So that's my story. I probably have 2 viewers left because of talking about fishing when I'm excavating, but like I say, it's going to be a shorter video. Not that exciting of a video. Anyways, to me, it shouldn't be that exciting of a video, but like I say, I'm still learning what you guys like and don't like, and I pretty much do on my channel what I'm doing that day. Not all of them are exciting. Backfilling a trench definitely isn't that exciting. People want me to explain more of what I'm doing, and I don't really know what to explain. Get some dirt in behind that. This I'm doing so that the I'll be able to get my bucket through there. Oh, stump. Need that to break up more. This I'm doing so that I don't push the junction box over. It's getting to be a really long clip. Have to do a little shovel work around that. There, it did not fall over. All right, we'll keep at it here. Almost to the point I need more dirt than what I've got. And get on the other side. That tree is in my way. clumpy this stuff is. I'll pull this stuff in, run over it, and then I'll come back and blade it and kind of fine tune it. I try to run over it as much as I can, and even at that, it's still going to settle. This doesn't get, I'm doing like a 2-foot compaction, and that's too much in one deal, but for one lift, but it's still better than nothing. If I just pulled this in and graded it off flat and nice, it would really settle. That's where I can get on the other side of the. Now that I'm past the tree, I can get back over and pull it straight in. Just kind of run over this first. Swap sides of the ditch. All right, we'll keep at it here. Trying to gather up dirt. I just seems to be running shy. Weird how you dig dirt out of a ditch, and then all of a sudden, sometimes you can't get all the dirt to fit back in the ditch. And times like this, you don't know where the dirt went. Then you scrounge for dirt. We're in the scrounging stages. All right, I think we're getting it. Pack this or run the track over it a bunch of times, or several times, probably 3. Try to break the clumps up. Pack it as much as possible. Give it a little fine tune, and it'll be good, or good enough. Ugh. Tree root. Run over these clumps, break them up. Just try to break them up. My back window is dirty. The sun is hitting it. I can't see anything. I can shade. Alright, one more pass. This little section's done. We'll move on up the hill. But I'm not going to bore you with it, so cleaned up pretty good. Trash, I dug a bunch of stumps out of it. Alright. Get this stuff out of the way. Cut out the poison oak. Pretty big pile of stumps out there, and he got them all burned up. Those were too big to get in a little burner deal, so kind of doing a little cleanup for him here. Careful with that. We're starting to work into our fire danger time, and pretty burned on this. We don't want it to flare up, so. All right. Spot when I dug this trench, didn't want to hurt that tree, so I went under that root. All the pitch rolling off of it. Those out of the ditch. Try to. Nope. We tried successfully. This stuff kind of broke up. I need that to go under that root to a certain degree. Stuff is so clumpy. It breaks up easy though. Yeah, our fishing trip, I tell people we went fishing in reverse. I can't remember how long it's been since I did this. The name of the video was Fishing for Pipes. I'll put that up in the watch next so that you can see the digging of this for those of you that haven't seen it. And by the performance of that video, a lot of you haven't seen it. The video didn't do that well. So we'll put it up again so it doesn't do well again, right? Get this mostly filled, we will come back and fine tune it. I dug this little offshoot there. I remember there's cable wire there and I was wanting to not get into it, so I did some exploring to be sure that I was staying shallow enough that I wouldn't damage it. I think that's what I was doing. I say that was a while ago. All right, we'll keep at it. Nice about it, for this time of year, we're actually making him a pretty decent little fire break through here. In our area, that's a thing. Good, his neighbors have theirs cleared pretty well. He's still working on this one. He's bought this, I don't know how many years he's had it, but bought this and he's developing it from scratch, so. Those roots out of my way. That is a big old madrone tree. All right, keep at it. I've been, every time I come over here, I spread another load of gravel. This time he actually got a dump truck load. His brother's been hauling it in with a dump trailer. Looks like Robco rock. So every time I'm here, I spread a load or two of rock out. Pretty soon we're gonna have this covered. This might actually be enough to cover it this time. Yeah, it looks like he's got Hilton rock on here. I think he's got some Knife River rock on here. Now this is Robco, so it's a smorgasbord. Yeah, I did this pad. I did this last year. Or if I did this last year or year before. Nah, it wasn't last year. Had it in last year. This is a place to stick away his dice. That dies off there so fast. Float the blade and I wasn't getting it floated and it was lifting me up. Alright, we'll keep that in here. camera probably doesn't show the kind of radius that I'm working here. There. Yeah, camera doesn't seem to show angles very well. Right now I'm not floating the blade. Still not floating the blade. The machine tips quickly off of something. It's hard to keep up with the blade. Pass over here on the left, and we're done. But if I mess it up, then I'll have to make another pass. Had somebody comment the other day of why don't I use a TCL, tractor pack loader, yeah, TCL, and like everybody else does, or most people do. Just because everybody else does it doesn't mean I have to do it. Plus, I don't have one. That's the big reason, and they're expensive. Still don't feel like I would work one enough to warrant the cost of one. And I feel like I personally do a better job with this. What you're used to. Yes, I'm going very slow, but there's a reason why. There. Finish. Well, we got some trenches backfilled. We got his little pad graded out here, so we're pretty much finished here. He's going to run me over to one of his other properties, and we're going to dig some trenches and stuff. And so that's the conclusion of today. We'll make another video of digging the trenches and stuff, maybe. So everyone, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and go check my website out, reberpuredirt.com. We got hats and all kinds of goodie. So if you want to support the channel another way, you can pick up some swag over there. So everyone, have a wonderful evening.